you got a fresh guy that's ready to go attack. But the hot hand is going to play.
Do you anticipate many situations in which two running backs are on the field at the same time?
We'll game plan every week, and look at the formations and see if that's a formation or a package that gives us an advantage. And if it does, we'll take advantage of it. The fact that we can always pull that out is good. I don't know how much we'll major in those things, but if we can have a couple game plans of things that they can do, we'll do it. But I tell the backs all the time, it's your job to make us create packages for you. So if we got 3 or 4 guys in the room, we'll create something with 3 guys, right? If we got receivers that all need to be on the field, we'll create packages for those guys and tight ends. So I think that's the fun part of this offense is that we can take the handcuffs off and just go let anybody play anything.
When you have a quarterback like Miller who can run the ball, how much does it open up maybe for the running backs?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does. Coach Sheridan does a really good job of emphasizing, carrying out your fakes. If you hand the ball off, carry it out. I mean, Milroe's one of the most explosive guys in college football. Heck, I think if you look at the football game, everybody wants to play with Milroe in the game. So everybody's going to be afraid of what he can do with the ball in his hands. So when he does hand it off, he's going to attract a lot of players, defenders with him. So it definitely helps the run game when a guy like him, if he hands the ball off and he runs left and the ball's going right, guys going to attract him a lot. So he's done a great job of understanding that he wants to be a complete player, not just a guy who plays well with the ball in his hand, but doing the small things that helps to create lanes for everybody else.
Last two.
It seems like there's been a point of emphasis on the offensive line to slim down and get a little bit more athletic because maybe potential to pull and things like that. Do you see anything stylistically changing in the way you guys are running the football because of that?
No, you have to be nasty and physical, man. I mean, obviously, the numbers change about how many times you do this or that, but our offensive line, man, I mean, you come to Alabama to be a tough guy.
Yeah.
And there's a standard that has been set by the past offensive linemen, and these guys have embraced that. I mean, these guys are still tough, they're physical, they're nasty, they're competitive. Whenever we're throwing the ball, they're trying to take a guy and run him into the ground. When we run the ball, we're trying to move a guy off his spot and finish him into the ground. So nothing changed with those guys. I mean, those guys are still the same, have fun, tight bond group that wants to go dominate. And you win games in this league up front. Whether it's on the offensive side or the defensive side of the ball, you're going to win with those big guys up front.
You had a lot of pre-existing relationships in terms of recruiting. This staff did not. How do you explain the fact that they've had success in spite of that?
I'll be honest with you, man. The Alabama logo is big. I've coached a lot of places and been received differently at different places. When you walk into a school and you're at Alabama, Alabama's still a logo and a brand that everyone knows and loves. So obviously I think everyone was excited to take on this opportunity to be a coach at Alabama, which allows you to walk into any school and feel differently than you've ever felt before. And I've been a part of that. So I think we got a great brand to sell. Tuscaloosa is a great place. Kids want to go a place where they can have a chance to win a championship, and nothing's better than having the proof to show that you can win one here. And we got the resources that are going to take care of you for even life after football.
Thank you.